The beginning of revelation to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam. Brothers and sisters, today we will reflect on a profoundly significant moment in the life of our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam. The beginning of divine revelation. This moment marked the commencement of his prophethood, changing the course of human history forever. Aisha radiallahu anha gives us a heartfelt narration that sheds light on this life-altering event. The Hadith. Aisha radiallahu anha narrates, the first divine inspiration to the Messenger of Allah Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam began with truthful dreams that became as clear as daylight. Then Allah placed in him a love for seclusion. He would retreat to the cave of Hira, where he worshipped Allah alone for many days. When he needed supplies, he would return to Khadija radiallahu anha and replenish his provisions before resuming his worship. One day, while in the cave, the angel Jibreel Alayhi Salam descended with the first command, read. The Prophet Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam replied, I cannot read. The angel pressed him so tightly that he could not bear it. Then the angel released him and asked again, read. The Prophet Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam repeated, I cannot read. The angel pressed him once more. For the third time, the angel pressed him and said, read in the name of your Lord, who has created man from a clot. Read, and your Lord is the most generous. Surah Al Alaq 961-3. The Prophet Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam returned home trembling and said to Khadija radiallahu anha, cover me, cover me. She covered him until his fear subsided. Afterward, he shared his experience with her, expressing his anxiety. Khadija radiallahu anha reassured him, saying, by Allah, Allah will never disgrace you. You maintain ties of kinship, help the poor, serve your guests, and support the afflicted. Khadija radiallahu anha then took the Prophet Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam to her cousin Waraka bin Nauf. Waraka had embraced Christianity and was knowledgeable in the scriptures. Upon hearing the Prophet's account, Waraka said, this is the same angel who came to Moses. I wish I were young and could live to see the day when your people will drive you out. The Prophet Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam asked, will they drive me out? Waraka replied, yes, no one has ever brought what you have brought without facing opposition. If I live to see that day, I will support you with all my strength. Soon after, Waraka passed away, and the revelation paused for a while. Sahih al-Bukhari, Book 1, Hadith 3. True meaning of the Hadith. This Hadith encapsulates the extraordinary first revelation, highlighting the physical, emotional, and spiritual experience of the Prophet Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam. Key points from the Hadith. One. Good dreams. The journey of revelation began with truthful dreams, preparing the Prophet Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam for the immense responsibility of his mission. 2. Love for seclusion. Allah instilled in the Prophet Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam a love for solitude, allowing him to reflect and connect with Allah in the cave of Hira. 3. The first encounter. The angel Jibreel Alayhi Salam descended with the first verses of the Quran, marking the beginning of the final revelation to humanity. 4. Support from Khadija radiallahu anha. Her comforting words remind us of the importance of having a supportive spouse during times of trial. 5. Waraqa's insight. Waraqa's recognition of the angel and his foresight into the challenges the Prophet Sallallahu, Alayhi Wasallam would face highlight the difficulty of his mission. Lessons and reflections. 1. Preparation for a noble mission. Allah carefully prepares His chosen ones for their divine responsibilities. The Prophet Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam was gradually prepared through truthful dreams and solitude. Number 2. Revelation as a mercy. The first verses emphasize Allah's creation and generosity, reminding us that the Quran is a guide and a mercy for humanity. 3. Importance of support systems. Khadija's radiallahu anha unwavering support teaches us to provide comfort and reassurance to those facing challenges. 4. Challenges in the path of truth. Waraqa's insight reminds us that standing for truth and guidance often invites opposition, but perseverance leads to ultimate success. Application in our lives. Number 1. Strengthening our relationship with the Quran. The revelation of the Quran was a momentous event. We must honor this divine gift by reading, understanding, and applying its teachings. Number 2. Trusting Allah's plan. Just as the Prophet Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam was prepared for his mission, we must trust that Allah is preparing us for our own journeys and challenges. 3. Providing support to others. The example of Khadija radiallahu anha inspires us to be a source of strength for others, especially during times of fear or hardship. Conclusion. Brothers and sisters, the beginning of Revelation was a turning point in history, marking the start of Allah's final message to humanity. It reminds us of the sacrifices of the Prophet Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam and the responsibility we bear to uphold his teachings. Let us strengthen our connection with the Quran and strive to follow the example of the Prophet Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam in all aspects of our lives. May Allah grant us the ability to live as true believers and walk in the footsteps of the Prophet Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam. References. Revelation. Sahih al-Bukhari, Book 1, Hadith 3. Surah Al Alaq. May Allah guide us to appreciate the message of the Quran and emulate the Prophet Sallallahu Alayhi Wasallam in every aspect of our lives. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين.